we made a big claim. I think we have the world's first autonomous EQ.
What does autonomous mean, though?
It does the work by itself.
EQ understands what your music needs and creates the right EQ for you.
Do that again.
It does everything you would have done, only faster and better.
We came to Los Angeles to see some of the biggest music producers and mixers in the business. Crazy room.
Yeah, it's really cool.
Stu White, Focus, Suzy Shinn, Johnny Goldstein, and of course JJP and CLA. Now this is the first time anyone outside of Waves is hearing this plugin. Here we go. Okay, I'm just gonna play something for you. I'm loading the plugin. That's how the plugin loads. It says, okay, I'm ready to listen.
Okay.
So I'll click on Learn. Every time you click on Learn, plugin is gonna generate 5 unique spectral target curves based on your content. These are not presets.
That's beautiful.
Done, right?
Wow.
Great. It's like shiny and sounds finished.
That was before even you tweaking anything, right? That was like, this is what I'm suggesting.
Learn, select one of them.
Right.
Great. So using the same logic here, I'll just do a before and after on the whole mix.
That's awesome. Wow.
What do you think?
I think you guys are about to put out the business of any mixing engineer. This is amazing. Wow.
I love it. I mean, it does a lot of that like low, mid cleanup that I don't want to do. Like if we were like, okay, the lead is a little too bright.
Right.
What would you do?
You want less boosts? No problem, no boosts.
Cool, cool.
Yeah.
Okay.
You want less cuts? No problem, right? You like this cut, you don't like this cut. Crossover, I don't want any cuts here. Take to 0, no cuts in this band at all. I think we managed to encapsulate everything you need to do with an EQ into 4 or 5 very intuitive, very strong controls that let you EQ in a way that's holistic.
Don't turn my brown eyes blue. No pressure, but I've had one.
You have the aggression, you can do low, high and low end, but then with offset, you can go internally.
Think of offset as the way to tell the plugin where you want the focus of processing to happen.
Just like, you know, to find the right spot for kick versus bass.
Right.
That would be like so easy. This offset thing is fire. This is the best part of the plugin, what you just showed me. That's dope. Great work.
That was a very good start. Later we're going to Stu White. This is gonna be a challenge because Stu White is Beyoncé's mixing engineer. CLA and JJP are, these guys know everything about EQs. They know everything about technology. They're gonna look at it from a different prism.
You guys can try to mix like that in the box, but good fucking luck with that.
Good luck with that.
Good luck with that.
I'll play it for you. Let me just play it for you.
Yeah, come on, show me the.
All right?
Show me the money
Put
here.
my money where my mouth
Yeah,
is.
yeah,
My
you
plug-in
can-
where my mouth is.
I'm begging you. Don't turn my brown eyes blue.
Well, that's pretty cool that it can just take. Look at these instruments, and this is what it needs to be. Its first choice is pretty spot on. So then, if you want to modify that choice, it's cool.
Begging you. Don't turn my brown eyes blue. No pressure.
Yeah, yeah, big difference. Yeah, and it definitely, for it to be able to do that on its own is pretty impressive. And the way you've made it so adjustable, is key. Where you can you can do the learn function, but you can reduce the range or the percentage of what it's doing pretty quickly. Really quickly. And then that I can see myself doing that too.
We're all used to dead EQ. It's just dead. It's fixed. It doesn't move. It doesn't breathe. It doesn't think. So this is actually a living EQ. It changes faster than anyone can think. It changes at like computer speed to modify the audio. So it can actually take like harsh mixes and make them pleasing to listen to.
Yes, sir.
You can take mixes that are over compressed and put some life back into them by reverse engineering them.
So if you have like a guitar performance that's, let's say it starts off really quiet, and then by the end of the song, they're digging in and it's playing so loud. So the timbre has completely changed from the beginning to the end. Yeah, and it'll adapt as it goes. Yeah, that's cool, know.
And if you wouldn't mind, let me hear the bypass off and on one more time.
Of course.
First of all, it's excellent. And I'll tell you why I think it's excellent. Yes, I'm getting the extensions and the clarity and the pieces are fitting together, but I'm not losing the mid-range character. And that's where the character lives. It doesn't live at 2 hertz.
You're right.
Right? The cry is in the mid-range. This fits in the art of record making. The nuances that make the difference that is unexplainable.
It's a new creative way to do EQ that I wouldn't think about.
In this moment, I would want to put it on every track, but then I feel like I'd be being like, I shouldn't do that.
You can listen to the suggestions and the song goes, oh, that's pretty good. Let's start there. And then when you're in the mix, oh, let me check some of the other ones. Oh, that's better.
That's a whole level of resolution that we have never had.
We're sitting in front of an SSL and you're showing me this. This is going to help them achieve that sound. You're cheat coding these kids.
The Renaissance bundle, those plugins like almost 30 years old at this point, and they still are being used by all of us every day. With all the tools that we have, we're still using those plugins. It's just something to be said for like that, like putting in the effort to really tweak it by ear. And you definitely did that with that.
All right, we're done.
Yeah.
That's fire.
We visited some of the top people in the music industry. They love the plugin. Now it's your turn. This is not something they tell you when you become product manager at Waves. It's not one of those things.